Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and right now you are looking at a bunch of different products from a company called Anthony's Goods. And I want to thank Heather for getting me all the products and all her great efforts. And I will be talking about these products today. I have an array of products. I have 8 different products. And I will have a link below this video to their site so you can check out all the products that they offer and all about the company. And I do want to tell you a little bit about the company. So today's video will be introducing you to the products, talking about their benefits. And then next week I will do some recipes with these products. Now, some of the products would be more used for baking, but I do not have an oven, so I'm going to do my best to come up with some creative ideas for how to use some of these products if you don't have a way to use them for baking. So what I want to first tell you is about this company and how they got started. So it was started by someone named Anthony, that's hence the name. And he was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And so he gave up wheat or things like wheat flour too, and then he felt better, so he was looking for alternatives for flours in stores, and especially to buy them in larger sizes, and he couldn't find that. He didn't want to have to shop all the time for them. So since he couldn't find it, he started his own business, and he found the different gluten-free flours, and he started selling them on Amazon. So that's how his business started. And then from there, also his company expanded more because customers were asking him to sell more products, like different kinds of grains and seeds and beans, etc. So today I have a couple of different grains, some seeds, some flours, and some powders. So we got an array of their different products. Now I want to also just tell you that they're the highest gourmet quality, all natural organic food products. Not everything is certified organic. Some are also considered natural. So he has the flours, meals, and powders are finely milled. He uses only the freshest ingredients, or I should say they do. He has a partner in the business to make their products. So what they is, they don't want to compromise on anything. So if they don't like it, they're not going to use it in their products. And also, like I said, they were looking for products in larger sizes, and the stores don't sell, so they wanted to do that. So that's why the packages you're seeing here are quite larger than what you would normally see in the stores. Kind of like a Costco type thing, but it's not Costco. So just to get that idea. So most of their products are certified organic, non-GMO, and certified gluten-free. So we're going to talk more about them. So let's see. We'll start with, so I have some information from their website that I'm going to refer to. So I'm going to start with today first with their chia seeds. And these are their black chia seeds, gluten-free, vegan, organic. And this is their 2.5-pound bag. And let's see, it is verified gluten-free as well. And it says you don't need to refrigerate, store in a cool place. It's a product of Mexico, packed in California. And let's see what else to tell you. Chia seeds have 6% iron in 1 tablespoon, 8% calcium, 4 grams of fat, or 6%. It has very high dietary fiber. In 1 tablespoon, it has 16% or 4 grams. And another thing I wanted to mention that they did, something that was really cute. They all have a good attitude. They're the founders to the work, and they try to always laugh. And what they did was, to get across this on their labels, they actually have unique quotes on each bag. So like on the chia bag says, live, love, laugh, chia. And also on their site, when you go through and you look at some of their products, they have a whole spiels here that they write, cute little things. I'm not going to read through all of them, but like for the chia, they have cha-cha-cha chia, and they write other things that are kind of fun. So you might want to look through that just to lighten up your day. So what else I can tell you about chia seeds? They're a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, protein, antioxidants, and fiber. They're great as a replacement for sesame or poppy seeds. Additionally, they are perfect for baking since they add a healthy boost to items like cakes, cookies, and bread. They are chock full of fiber, protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants, which I think I just said that. Also, you can use them in your salad, so you don't have to do anything with them, or on your yogurt or in your lunch. And you can make a pudding out of them. You know, there's so many different ways you could do it. Add it when you cook your grains. So, and a little bit more to tell you about chia seeds and about some of the other ingredients. There's a great book that I always refer to, and it has some really good information on ingredients. It's called Rossum by Brigitte Mars, and I will have a link below to the book as well. So under her chapter entitled Rough Wheat Encyclopedia, so I'm going to find the information about the chia seeds and tell you if there's a little more information to share with you. So let's see, chia seeds, I have it over here. So chia seeds is a member of the mint family. It's derived from the Latin word salvare, meaning to save. And it's sweet, bitter, and neutral. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which I mentioned. They're also an energy tonic. And they've been used by the native people of American Southwest for endurance. And also in Latin America, they've been used for constipation, so that's a good thing if you have that issue. So, so that is about the black chia seeds. Okay, so next I'm going to do the buckwheat. Just have to find my information here on the buckwheat. Let's see, I think this is all the information. Hopefully I have this. So yeah, the buckwheat it comes in a 5-pound bag, and this is gluten-free, raw, organic. Also certified by kosher by Earth Kosher. Now, raw grains do not need to be certified kosher, but just so you know, it is raw grains and seeds. So on the back it says here, Groats like moats, but better. Very cute. So let's see here. This is grown in the U.S., packed in California. It's packed in a gluten-free, soy-free, peanut-free, and wheat-free facility, so you know. And they do sample them to confirm that they're gluten-free. So you know a quarter cup is 160 calories, a lot of carbs, 11% carbs, 20% fiber, high in iron, 6% iron. Oh, and they have a cute thing on the top here. Let me show you this in the camera. It says, don't look under the bag. So if you do look under the bag, what does it say? Not very good at following directions, are you? We like that. So it says that on the bottom. If you can see that, I'll get close. So very cute. So that is the buckwheat. And I have actually tried that. I had gotten some already from Amazon, and it is very good. So these are groats that are grown in the USA. Like I said, no preservatives, no artificial ingredients, an excellent rice replacement. And these all come in resealable bags, I should tell you, as well, which is really nice. And it's also full of easily digestible proteins, non-allergenic, and it's known for its mild and earthy flavor, so it is hence a superfood. It's a great replacement recipe that uses rice and grains in pilaf salads and more. And it's very hearty and warming and nourishing, especially if you live in a cold climate right now this time of year, so that's good to know. And let me see if I have any information in here about buckwheat as well. I think I do. So buckwheat, even though it's used as a grain, it's technically a fruit or an achene or a seed. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that other word right. It's originated in Siberia and Manchuria and being a warming food. It's favored by people living in cold climates. It's up to twice the amount of calcium found in other grains, rich in vitamin B and E, and the amino acid lysine. It also contains rutin, or spelled R-U-T-I-N, which strengthens the capillaries and an excellent tonic for the cardiovascular system. And rutin helps people with varicosities and people who bruise easily. Buckwheat has a tradition of being used by people wishing to strengthen their kidneys, relieve constipation, reduce high blood pressure. So that's good to know. Good information there too as well. So now the next one I'm going to talk to you about here is the millet. This is their organic raw hulled millet. It comes in a 3-pound bag, also certified organic, gluten-free, non-GMO. Let's see what else. It's in a quarter cup, it's got 210 calories. It's got 13% carbs, 20% fiber, 10% iron, really good, and 6 grams of protein. I don't know how much the protein, 6 grams of protein is also in the buckwheat, and let's see if this has protein. 2 grams only in the seed. So this is a good amount of protein too. You think you can't get it from grains, but you can actually. So what does it say? It says also these should be stored in a cool, dry place. They said something funny here. Millets are nothing like mullets. They just love to party. Very cute. You know, they have some other things on here. I'm not going to read through everything, but you can do that yourself if you go on their site. So let me find my information on millet. So hulled millet. Here we go. So it's also, I think I said, grown and packaged in the U.S. It's an ancient grain. It has a mild sweet flavor and cooks quickly and easily. It's often used in salads as a substitute for rice and quinoa. Unlike most other grains, millet is actually alkaline, which makes it easy to digest and high nutritious content. It says, although often used as bird feed in the past, one try and we are sure you will agree that our millet is not just for the birds. Very cute as well. And I did say it's certified organic, non-GMO, and gluten-free as well, tested. So talk to you about millet a little. I think I might have some information here about millet as well. So yes, millet is it's a grass family actually. It's an important staple in its native northern Africa and Asia. Its common name is derived from the Latin mille, meaning thousand, in reference to the multitude of tiny seeds produced on a stalk. I never knew that. It is high in protein, iron, and silicon. It's easily digested and very alkaline, unlike most of the grains, which are more acid-producing. It's considered beneficial for the stomach and the spleen. It helps balance blood sugar levels and helps overcome candida infection. So again, good information. So that's the grains and the seeds. Next, we're going to work on the flours. So the first one I have here is their premium organic tapioca flour. Again, certified gluten-free, vegan, certified organic. This is their 2.5-pound bag, and it also is earth kosher, because flours do have to be certified kosher for me to use them. Again, it says, please don't look under the bag, and it has, again, quite the rule breaker, aren't you? We dig it. You know, very cute. So this is product of Thailand, packaged in California. It says no refrigeration, stored in a cool, dry place. So for all these ingredients so far that I discussed, you don't need to put them in the refrigeration. So this one in a quarter cup has 110 calories, 9% carbohydrates. Everything else is kind of minimal iron, only 2%. So this is called organic cassava. So some people might have heard of tapioca pudding. This is actually the tapioca flour. So let's tell you a little bit about tapioca flour by my information here. Okay, so tapioca flour. So let's see what else. It's a neutral white powder. It's derived from organically grown manioc root. That's what it's called. It's one of the purest form of starch-based food and has been used for eons in various regions throughout the world, sometimes labeled as tapioca starch. Theirs is actually derived from the cassava root, found in Thailand as a grain-free flour. If I have to say that a little slower. Our finely ground tapioca is unmodified and perfect as a thickener for various baking applications. It also says it's produced and processed under hygienic conditions, and it's not irradiated or produced with genetically modified materials. So it is pure tapioca. There's nothing else in it. So it tells you that it's the flour begins with the manioc root, which is washed, diced, and grated. The starch is then extracted from the fiber with water and slowly dried in a spray dryer. So that would be actually interesting to see in the plant that makes it. So the dried starch is then shifted and packaged in the very bag you receive. And let's see what else there is to tell you. I'm not going to read their little funny thing here. They have some kind of a legend about Chuck Norris, but it's not important. So that's the tapioca flour. The next one, and this one also does not have to be refrigerated, just stored in a cool, dry place. The next one I have here is their coconut flour. Again, certified organic, gluten-free, vegan, also certified gluten-free. And this is their 4-pound bag, and again, Earth Kosher certifies it. Let's see, this is grown in the Philippines and packed in California. Again, it's packed in a gluten-free, soy-free, peanut-free, and wheat-free facility. This has serving size 100 grams. I don't know what that means because it's a 1.81 kilogram package, so I don't know what the grams, how much that is. But it says it's 250 calories in 100 grams, and it's got 80% fat. It's got more saturated fat because coconut is saturated fat, but it is not bad for you. It's got 21% carbs, 172% dietary fiber, 18 grams of protein, so coconut is very high in protein. It's got 50% iron and 6% calcium. Again, that's in 100 grams, so I don't know exactly what that means. And the bottom it says here, do you think these things just grow on trees? Yes, yes, they do. I don't know if there was anything cute here that I missed on the tapioca. Yes, it says, this is very cute. I did miss this on the tapioca, so pardon me. Tapioca, it says, a koi pad is tapioca spelled backwards, and a fine name for a child. Fact. Yeah, I don't know if any child would want to be called a koi pad. Sounds very unfriendly for a child. So coconut flour, let me get my information on that to tell you. To find it here, let's see, coconut flour. So the coconut flour is high in fiber and protein with low moisture content. It's finely milled. It's sourced from the finest coconuts in the Philippine Islands. And let's see, it's also batch tested, like I said, but for the others, to be gluten-free. Their finely milled sucrated flour that is a perfect substitute for wheat flour. While many coconuts grow up only to become inebriated in a life full of pina coladas, they can do more. That's one of their funny things here again. High in protein fiber. Our coconut flour has an extremely low moisture content that is ideal for baking cookies, breads, cakes, waffles, and even crepes. And who doesn't love a good crepe? Well, I'm not going to be making crepes. I'll be doing something with them that doesn't involve baking. So, so this bag tells you that actually it should be kept refrigerated or frozen. It's best kept that way. So a little bit more to tell you about coconut itself. If you're not aware of coconut, coconut does have some really good benefits itself. So I want to get to that. So let me find my information on coconut. So coconut is from the coconut palm. Things about coconuts, they're 70% fat, but most of which is saturated. They're high in iodine, which is important for thyroid function, good source of protein, beta-carotene, B-complex vitamins, and minerals. So that's good information, even though this is as the flour, but that's just good information about coconut itself. So now the next one I have here is their arrowroot flour. It's organic, again, stored in a cool, dry place, no refrigeration. It's packed in, go to India, packed in California, certified organic, certified non-GMO, vegan certified. Let's see what else to tell you. It's a 5-pound bag, and it says here that Abraham Lincoln said this. I don't think he said this, but the quintessential cooking ingredient I can't go without in my kitchen. Maybe that is true. I don't know. So in a quarter cup of arrowroot, it's got 110 calories, 9% carbs, 4% dietary fiber, calcium 2%. Everything else is kind of minimal or none. So you might not be aware of arrowroot flour, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that. It's also, sorry, I also did not mention, it's also certified kosher by Earth Kosher. Excuse me, I'm not in the camera. There you go. So let's see what else I can tell you about arrowroot. It's a thickening agent used in baking sauces and gravies. For over 7,000 years, it says arrowroot powder has been used by indigenous Caribbean tribes as a highly digestible starch in traditional Caribbean recipes. It's a perfect replacement for wheat and corn-based flours due to its pure starch nature. Arrowroot thickens at a lower temperature than cornstarch or conventional flour. This causes it to have a more neutral taste and a very smooth consistency. And you may have heard of arrowroot or kuzu. That's another name it's known by. So it's derived from the rhizomes of the Maranta arundinacea plant, if I'm pronouncing that right, I don't know, in Thailand, and it is picked, washed, and cleaned of its undesirable scales. The roots are then reduced to a pulp using large mortars, and then dried, allowing the insoluble liquids of the root to evaporate, and that's how they create this powder. Again, that would be interesting to see in person, how they do that, or even in video. Let's see, so then that's about it on this. Then they have their funny little thing about, you know, if you need to cook with it, but we're just going to skip that one. So next, I have a couple of powders to talk about, and this is their organic turmeric, I always pronounce that wrong, turmeric powder. Gluten-free, organic, vegan, certified organic, 2-pound bag, also certified by Earth Kosher. And let's see, 1 tablespoon has, 25 calories, very minimal carbs and fiber. It has 15% iron in 1 tablespoon. That's pretty good. 2% calcium. It's a product of India. Again, this does not need to be refrigerated, stored in a cool, dry place. And the same with the arrowroot flour. If I didn't mention, it does not need to be refrigerated either. And let's see what else it says here. It says Greg tested, Greg approved. I don't know who Greg is, so that's just their funny little thing on the bottom. Again, packaged in gluten-free, soy-free, peanut-free, and wheat-free facility. So, again, they say don't look under the bag. I had that same thing about being a rule breaker, so that's fine. There's no preservatives or artificial ingredients. I think I'm reading the wrong paper. I was on a wrong, here, organic turmeric. So it's highly pure, intense aroma and great taste. It's got 2.5% curcumin content, no natural, no artificial flavors or preservatives. It says besides making delicious dishes, enlivening bland and boring food, and its numerous health benefits, did you know that turmeric has a number of otherwise awesome uses? Even more than blending your own curry powder. So I think this is one of their funny things that they do again, so we'll just skip that. So let's see. It says that you can use them to naturally dye things like your t-shirts or your Play-Doh, create temporary tattoos, and even color homemade soup. There you go, which is good for you. And then it says about baking a cake with it, or some dessert, so that's interesting as well. So I want to tell you a little bit more about turmeric. I believe I have some information here to share with you. It's very good for you. So turmeric is, the part uses the rhizome, and I think there might be a picture on the package that I could show you. So that's a picture. It's not an exact picture, but I'll have the actual fresh root to show you when I do the video next week. So it's pungent, bitter, and warm. It contains the antioxidant curcumin, which is known for its anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory properties, and it's used in India all the time, like daily. It's an excellent herb for arthritis, asthma, candida infection, eczema, jaundice, and high cholesterol. It's an effective post-trauma remedy and used both internally and topically to reduce inflammation. It improves the swelling and wounds. It stimulates wound healing, works as an anticoagulant, and has antifungal properties. It helps beautify the skin, eliminating acne, boils, and other impurities by purifying the blood and imparting a healthy skin color and texture. So I might have to try to use that as a skin treatment, maybe before I do the video next week, and see what I can come up with that works. So that's really good information about turmeric if you've never used turmeric before. And the final product I have here, that's a powder, is their organic maca root powder. It comes in a 1-pound bag. It's certified organic, certified non-GMO, certified gluten-free. It also is earth kosher. And let's see what else. Refrigeration not required, so stored in a cool place. It's a product of Peru, packed in California. Let's see what else it says here. Their cutesy little quote here is, "Go ahead, punk, maca my day." Right? Okay. So 1 teaspoon has 20 calories. Let's see, 4% dietary fiber, 2% iron, vitamin A, 2%, minimal amounts, so nothing really, and also vegan verified. I think they all are. I didn't mention those. They have the vegan verified sign on all of them as well. So tell me about maca if you're not aware of maca. No preservatives or artificial ingredients. It's made from 100% gelatinized maca, which is easier to digest and absorb than non-gelatinized. It's perfect for blending into your drinks, smoothies, baking, and more. Let's see. And it's been used by the indigenous to claim health benefits like improving skin complexion, increasing energy, and being rich in vitamins. It's full of amino acids, plant sterols, essential mineral, and essential fatty acids. And it gives off a malted taste reminiscent of toasted oats and butterscotch. So it's a flavor that can be used in a variety of recipes. There are no serious known side effects like another supplement, though there are no known serious side effects that don't take them in large amounts. Let's see, and it is, I want to say the gluten-free certification is by the Celiac Spruce Association, and that has to do with pretty much, I think, all the products that I've talked about today. So, yeah, that's maca, and I don't think I have any other information in the book to talk about. So what I want to do before I close this video up is just go through the products again and show you. So first I talk about their organic black chia seeds. So here's the package. And then next was their buckwheat groats. And that's a picture that looks like, I think, the flour. And then next I have the organic raw hulled millet. You can see that. And then next is their organic tapioca flour. And then next I have their organic coconut flour. And then next is their organic maca root powder. That one's a little out of order, but that's okay. And then I have their organic arrowroot flour. And then finally, their organic turmeric powder. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot about different products that are good for you to use. And you'll have to tune in for next week to see the recipes I create with them. So I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.